Hello, this is Bill Claudsey. We're back in round 2 versus T. Diggity. We won the die roll, which is nice. We get to lead off with holding up remand. Just trying to think of the best way to do that. Let's play... we have the Black Lotus, so I can't imagine a turn where our opponent puts a ridiculous hasted legendary creature into play. So I think I'm just going to lead with this island and then put the Mox Diamond out with the plains. Alright, so now we're down to 4 cards. Our opponent has 8. Vintage Cube. Okay. So, black-red. Those are scary colors. Yeah, I'll just play this Shackles. Not sure what we have to be worried about on turn 2 to hold up remand. But having this in play is nice because we can't play it and activate it without 5 mana at once. Even if it is a little easier for our opponent to play around it. Alright, Grixis. Brain Maggot? Oh no. I don't know what they take here, but we can take the Brain Maggot, so if they plan to attack us on the ground, we could always just block with the Brain Maggot. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they would take. I mean, all of our cards are good. They might take this Lodestone Golem, because if we draw land, that's such a strong play. That said, Mystic Confluence is the one thing that can bounce the Brain Maggot and unlock the other card. And Remand is the only card we can cast, so... fair enough. Doesn't really matter how we do this. I mean, they know what we drew, so let's just play Is It Signet. That lets us Shackles the Brain Maggot. We can wait for it to attack us to take it. Every point matters. We have nothing else to do. I imagine this deck plays Rakdos Return, one of the huge payoffs for being in black-red. Ooh, cool. Alright, so now we just might as well. If only we had a way to sacrifice it. But we are up to 4 mana, which means Lodestone Golem is going to come down. Okay. Oh man, that does make Tamiyo harder to cast, but it really is a lot of pressure. If they deal with it, it's more expensive for them, and it does unlock our 5-drops. So can't be too sad about that. It's ridiculous how good this effect is. Non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. It's just ridiculous how much it can shut down a player. Alright, they've got 5 here, which means a 4-drop or a Gilded Lotus or Rakdos Return for 2. That would hurt, but it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah. Because we still get to attack for 6 every turn. And we weren't casting those anyway. It's like a mind twist that kills a planeswalker. Usually that's how it works in this cube, where the 3 damage will finish off a planeswalker being redirected to it. The hitting the player is not so important. But when it can discard... Oh no, what? You monster! Alright, they kill Lodestone Golem. So now we can play 5 drops again. Potentially steal a bigger creature, because we have 2 islands now. So what's it going to be? Ooh, that really hurts. Our chances of winning just went straight down. No, we'll keep our little thing here. Actually, that was great. If this can buy us 8 turns, I'm not sure, but it does mean they only have 2 or 3 mana next turn instead of a full 6 or 7. It doesn't hurt us at all. We get to untap everything. We just need to draw 1 more bomb and should put us pretty far ahead. The funny thing is, if they don't play a land, they just don't have access to red. Okay, so they do now. Legendary creatures don't save them. This Lava Claw Reaches does pretty well. But if they do kill our Brain Maggot, we just get our remand back, and that's pretty nice. And die to the Lava Claw Reaches. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame. The Reaches is one we're not going to be able to take with the Shackles, because they'll just be able to pump its power as much as they like. As long as Winter Orb survives, though, pumping Lava Claw Reaches is kind of a luxury they can't afford. Yeah, we'll keep that. Mishra's Factory. Nice. It won't have haste this first turn, but it does put the pressure on. Won't have haste any turn, but certainly can't attack this turn. Gosh, when I first started Magic, back, maybe the first time I saw the game was back when Ice Age came out. And we didn't really know the rules, but we thought artifact creatures weren't affected by summoning sickness, and that was the term they used, summoning sickness. You still hear it, but I don't think it's part of the rules anymore. Anyway, we're like, why would an artifact creature need to rest, when it came in? So we would have thought this could attack the turn it came into play. Don't ask why, but that's what we thought. What would we have thought about an enchantment creature? That's the real question. Oh no. No, what are they doing? Well, as long as they tap a land, I'm happy. What? What? Thanks, I think. That does give them more time, but it also makes it harder for them to do anything. We still have this remand, which is free. Yeah, we can untap the Shackles. And activate this guy. Counter any pressure it gets. Right, they've got 4 mana available, so only Lightning Bolt kills it past Mana Leak. So what we would do is remand and then Mana Leak. And it's not too big of a deal tapping out for all that, because our opponent would also tap out for it. The big deal is then we're limited to 2 mana each turn because we'll want, or 1 mana, because we'll want to be attacking with Mishra's Factory each time. Alright, so anything more expensive than this, I'll just mana leak. Because hopefully they don't have a follow-up play, and we can save the remand and untap a land. Or rather, keep 2 lands untapped. Pestermite. Okay, so next turn, they could have a Splinter Twin, so I'm just going to mana leak this. Wait. When it enters the battlefield, you may tap or untap target permanent. So what they would do is untap one of their lands. But we just get to steal the Pestermite, right? How greedy do we want to be here? I don't know. Let's just mana leak that. I don't want to be too tricky when it seems that we've got this game on lockdown as it is. They know about remand, right? I've got 5 now. So I don't think they can afford a remand. They would have had 6 this turn if we let it resolve. And if we'd stolen it, I guess we would still have 2 up to remand Inferno Titan or whatever it might be for 6. Yeah, it's a strange one. Untap that guy, play a land, not bad. Activate this guy. Looks like they've F6'd here. Alright, back up to 6, possibly 7 on the opponent's side. So they could cast 2 3-drops through remand, or 1 big card that just gets remanded. It's a little funny to me that they're not untapping Lava Claw Reaches. They'd rather untap Blood Crypt. It has to just be better to have more options available. But maybe they don't want Lava Claw Reaches to be the target of my land destruction if I have any. Then you'd keep it tapped. If you just know you don't need it and you don't want it to be a target, there's all kinds of little play and counterplay. Yeah, so let's untap this guy. Wow, that's... No. I don't like this. I'm pretty greedy. Do we bribery here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we can't do it. There's no way. I'm just gonna stay the course. Go to 1. Oh man, I can't do it. Maybe next turn. If we draw. Yeah, maybe next turn. Alright, now they do have the Lava Claw Reaches to block our factory. And they have enough land to pump it out of reach of Vidalcan's shackles. They need to pump it twice. So they activate it for 3. Pump it once, we respond. Pump it 2 more times. At least it trades for it and taps them out. And then we can bribery and win off that. That doesn't tap them out, it leaves them with 1 untapped. They can use itself to block itself as well. or sorry, use itself after blocking to pump itself, which they won't need to do because we'll try to steal it before it taps. Yeah. Winter Orb definitely makes it a game. The world changing effects of the Winter Orb here. Yeah, play something. Play something. Him to Turok. Why would they do that? Don't we just remand that? I don't mind them tapping more. Like, they could do it again, but then they can't activate Lava Claw Reaches. And if they don't do it, we get to Bribery. They could quicken it. That would be funny. Okay. We still have enough left over to Bribery, or we don't? Ugh, so annoying. If they tap this way, yeah, I guess they still get to him us. Oh, they're just dead. They only have one red up. They can only pump this twice, and we have 4 islands. So we just steal it and win. We did a... They do have 2 mana up, so I don't know. Yep. Yeah, that him was a bit aggressive. They knew he had remand, but, you know, you gotta play to your outs, or sort of, and one out is always your opponent making a mistake. Alright, what do we do here? Declaration in Stone. It's a sorcery. It doesn't help too much. Deck's good. Submit. Yeah, him to Turok and Rakdos Return, both very annoying to play against. One of our biggest ways to compete is getting stuff out early. This hand is too bad to keep. It doesn't have any prospects except killing an early creature. Have to mulligan. Now, the prospects on this hand are ridiculous. In a bottom thirst, we're looking for a land. Yes, so let's just bide our time here. If we face a turn 2 him, exposing Black Lotus to that is just as bad as Elspeth, so I don't want to play the Black Lotus. Okay. Turn 2 him. I would hope that gets, like, Cloudskate and Glenelendra. I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, Signet sets up a turn 3 Elspeth, and I still don't want to expose the Black Lotus, although we'll certainly explode it when the time comes. Jace, not bad, not bad. Party Jace, whoops, oh gosh. Alright, target player draws a card, sure. It's not too scary. Black Lotus is scary. Make sure we do this kind of right. Bam, Elspeth. Deal with it. Right, and even this is out of range of Rakdos return for a while. They've got 1 damage Rakdos return, maybe 2. Their Mox Pearl won't help them. So how do they beat this? The problem is, so many of their cards attack our hand, not our field. And even if they killed the Planeswalker, we've still got, like, 3 creatures. Olivia. Alright, well that is very good against what we have. And it will possibly kill Elspeth next turn. Destroy all creatures power 4 or greater. Yeah, of all the things that could have happened, that was just about the worst. Here's what we'll do. We need to do something. So let us attack Jace with 2 of these, and him with 1, to guarantee Jace dies. And yeah. Wait, why would they... That was a mistake. They should have blocked the one attacking them, but that's fine. I mean, Jace dies anyway. Now they take 1. Alright, this will save Elspeth. Enlightened Tutor doesn't do much. The Cloud Skate Suspend 3 is okay. We could suspend that and Enlightened Tutor. Let me take a quick look at what we could get with Enlightened Tutor. Shrine. Yeah, there's not much. Black Lotus. Well, we already have Black Lotus. Mox Jet. Some signets and things. I'd rather just draw a land. So maybe we just... it's between the Shackles and suspending the Cloud Skate. Let's get Shackles in play. If we draw land, like the Cloud Skate is going to be faster than if we suspend it. And we're not really sure what we're using it on anyway. And it steals Olivia if Olivia doesn't get any bigger. And that would be pretty nice. We even have a Izzet Signet somewhere around to activate it. Okay, so they are protecting it from the Shackles after hitting Elspeth, which is weak, but whatever. It worked out the same for them. Yeah, now Olivia is going to be very hard to deal with. The silver lining is, I don't know, is that we get to bounce it after it kills all of our guys. So that's a thing. And as much as I didn't love doing this before, I kind of want to suspend this and still not use Enlightened Tutor. I just think a random card is better than any of the artifacts left in our deck. Get our hit for 4 in now while we can. How does this work with a land? If you bite Celestial Colonnade, can you just steal it while it's not a creature? I mean, it's a vampire land, right? Oh no, not our amazing hand, please. Not the hand. To be fair, I wouldn't mind casting Glenalendra? I don't know. Olivia's just destroying us right now. Enlightened Tutor, yeah. They didn't know that that doesn't do anything for us. Ah, that makes more sense. So they did know it did nothing for us, and it's the only card we can get back now, so that's pretty bad. Good thing we hid this Riftwing Cloudscape. So, first things first, let's steal Brain Maggot. And then remand anything else they try to do. I don't want to trade a soldier for Brain Maggot because our clock gets so far reduced, and I don't really want this Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, just kill all my soldiers. No reason to kill more because they're not going to lose that soon. And they can just kill something next turn. So let's keep that tapped. The Riftwing Cloudscape will be too slow here. Maybe this will find something. Is it Signet? It's tempting. It lets us cast Remand, but it doesn't win, so yeah, that's about it. I think... oh wow, they took it. So they're holding up something. Doesn't end up mattering here. Unless they really mess up. If they went for like the biggest Rakdos return of all time, no, they've got it. Nothing we can do now. Except go to game 3. Olivia. What do we do about that? We need a cheap way to deal with it. Declaration in Stone. That might be good enough against Olivia. Give them a clue. Bribery's pretty good. I'm really surprised Elspeth just got wrecked there. Dismember will be good. I still want to keep all the signets and things. Enlightened Tutor is just not as good. It's in timeout, you know, it's got to hit the bench for a bit. Think about how it can improve. Alright, would you like to play first? Yes. Wow, look at this hand. Oh man. Yeah, gotta keep a hand with a Mox and a Black Lotus. We don't even, and they mulled to 6. We don't even want to play this land. Wow, what do we want to do? Do we want to play turn 1 Solemn? I mean, that's not great, is it? Turn 1, is it Signet? Preordain and he'll hold up the Black Lotus. Yeah, I'm going to cast Preordain. If we hit a land, bottom, top, we get to play a land, then we can Solemn and we'll have a lot of land next turn. What a stupid turn. That wasn't that powerful, but I guess we have a creature in play. Alright. 4 power on turn 2. Watch out. The cool part about this is it protects our hand from Hymn to Turok. which they might do here just to get rid of our last card, which might be good, might not be. They might kill Glenalendra. Yeah, so it counters less of their spells for the rest of the game. Oh, that's so good. I really hope they don't discard our bribery. Which they won't, because we can protect it with Glenalendra. Oh man, this is our big shot. Take Olivia. We have 2 pings with her every turn. Dark Confidant. Well, can't deal with that. But what we can deal with is our opponent's library. All right, take a look. What do we get? There is Olivia. They do have. They must have Kiki-Jiki in hand or Splinter Twin in hand. They have Pestermite and Zealous Conscripts. But those are both safely in their deck. They're playing Nicol Bolas. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. It's not really enough damage this turn. I kind of just like... I mean, there's Deceiver, there's Dark Dwellers, Olivia. Sure, let's take Olivia. We'll put them through what they put us through. They're only... yeah. Alright. Reveal something huge. Oh no! That's so good! Alright. Well, they have the land. Man, I wish Damnation wasn't so good here. I mean, they're not tricking us. I mean, we know their follow-up, so save ourselves a damage. Alright, at least we get to draw a card off this Solemn. Huh. Alright. Bloodstone Golem, back to you. I don't like Thirst there. I mean, it just... this is much more pressure. We'd probably be tempted to discard the Golem after casting it anyway. Rakdos return for 2. Although we saw that in the deck, so hopefully not. Alright, Jace, I don't mind seeing that. We get to kill it, but more likely we'll just attack them. Right. And Jace gets to draw 1 more card. But that's not that good. Let's begin with a Thirst. Discard 2 cards. I think we don't need those. We don't hold Mana Leak up this way, but we do hold Dismember up. Mox Emerald, sure. That is an artifact, so it gets around Lodestone Golem. They're digging with Jace. And hopefully playing a creature that Dismember kills. And nothing else. Yeah, this is a funny card because it stops you from casting stuff too. You just hope that it's imbalanced in your favor. Oh man, that's pretty low. 1 life. Oh man, it's gonna be too big. It's gonna be too big for us to deal with. Rakdos Return doesn't do it. Zealous Conscripts. So what are they gonna untap? What are they gonna take? I can't mana leak it, so go nuts. Sure, right? We take 8, but that doesn't win. Alright. Yeah, they think they're going to block with the Zealous Conscripts, but they're not. Need to pay... yeah, 2 Phyrexian. We get this guy back. And we attack them 4 or 5. And that should be good enough to make it to the finals. A close match, though. Pretty interesting stuff. The Damnation was like bittersweet because they took 4 damage off of it from Dark Confidant. You know, but they did get to save themselves, sort of. There's nothing for 0 mana that can get us with Lodestone Golem out. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the finals.